Good morning everyone, it's an early one and I'm getting ready because today something interesting is happening. I've got a little helper with me today. So this young guy called Oscar reached out to me because he has started his college course. He's here in Cambridge and he's looking for an apprenticeship, and something just struck me about his initial contact that was kind of a little bit more impressive than most people who contact me, shall we say. So I thought, because I've been thinking about taking on an apprentice for a while, I thought, oh, I'll do him a little test. So I asked him to send me a video of himself on WhatsApp telling me why he wants to work for me, and he did it, which was quite brave, you know. Not easy to film yourself and send it to somebody you don't know, and I was fairly impressed with the video. So I've invited him to come and work with me for the day, just to do a little bit of work experience and see how he gets on. He's about to turn up any minute now, so hopefully I'll get to introduce you to him in a minute. But we're going to be just doing a few little jobs here and there. We've got an EICR to do, and we've got a lamp rewiring thing to do. So nothing major today, but it should be interesting. I'll try and get him doing a few bits and bobs and see how he gets on. I've asked him to be at my house at 7 AM and he's coming over on his moped, so that's a little bit of a test as well, to see if he'll be here on time and see if he, you know, has the initiative to get here by himself. I think he lives about 20 minutes drive away on his moped, so we'll see how we get on. As always, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to hit a thumbs up, subscribe to follow the progress of Oscar throughout the day. So we're in the van, 2 minutes to 7. Oscar arrives, so that's the first thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up for Oscar if you think it's good that he arrived a little bit early. And so we've got him set up with an Artisan Electrics t-shirt. Here he is. Say hi to the channel, Oscar.
Hi guys.
So this is Oscar. He's going to be working with me today. Going to do a little tryout, a little bit of work experience. He's doing his college course at the moment at Cambridge Regional College, and he's going to be working with me today just to try and get a bit of experience and see what it's like on the job. So it should be fun. It's a bit new for me. I don't usually have someone working with me, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to not do everything myself. I'm going to try to delegate as much stuff as I can to Oscar. So today's job is a bit of a random day actually. We're going to be rewiring a lamp for someone, so that's like really not a two-man job, but I'll see if I can get Oscar to help with that somehow, and then that's just a little like half-an-hour job really, and then after that we're doing an EICR, so that one should be a bit more fun for Oscar. And I've got a second tester, which is my backup tester, so I'm gonna get you set up with that and get you running around testing some sockets and bits and pieces.
Sounds good.
So that should be cool. So we're going to get set off. We've got a little bit of a drive to our first job, and we're not stopping off at McDonald's on the way, so I hope you've had breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Right, so we got that job done eventually. It was a bit of a pain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said this morning, it's like a little half-an-hour job. It's taken us nearly 2 hours to do that lamp rewire. First of all, we couldn't get the new flex through the actual lamp, which was really annoying. And then the actual lamp shade was kind of broken, so we tried to do sort of an improvised repair on it. It had these 4 sort of spines that came up to hold it in place onto this little ring, and the two of the spines had come off the ring and it was just lopsided. So he tried to like wrap copper wire around it to sort of reattach it, but it didn't really work perfectly. But yeah, the customer was happy enough anyway. In the end, we got the whole light rewired and it works and stuff, so that's good. We got a Chinese lady come up to us while we were at the van, and she was like, 5 minutes, can you come have a look at my light in my Chinese restaurant? So I was like, yeah, sure, we'll have a look at that. So we went in and I had a look at it, and basically it was like an old fluorescent light that just wasn't working, and she wanted us to change it to an LED one, which was, she had the light fitting, it was really rubbish. So she said, how much to change it over? And I told her, and she was like, too expensive, too expensive. So I said, okay, no problem. So we just walked out. But she wanted me to do it for like 40 quid or something. So somebody's just waving through the window. Let me just check. Sorry, random interruption. Some guy thought we were working at number 34 and did we have an aircon needed to be delivered. So anyway, it's nearly 10 o'clock. Gonna have a quick sip of coffee and then head over to the next one. We've got to pick up keys for this EICR, and then it's an empty property, so we can just go in there and crack on, and hopefully it won't be too difficult. How's it going so far working with me?
Really good, I've enjoyed it.
Have you learned anything new so far?
Yeah, I've learned quite a lot.
Yeah, blue wires, brown wires.
Yeah, learned how to wire up a plug.
How to wire up a plug, not bad for the first day. Yeah, it's going well so far, and it's quite nice having somebody to carry my tools around. I'm quite enjoying that. So we've arrived at the EICR, got here eventually. It's 11 o'clock now, so we're a little bit behind schedule, but it's quite a small one, it looks like, isn't it? So let's show you around. So we've got the consumer unit here. Main switch is a Crabtree Starbreaker consumer unit, so we've got a main switch with nothing here, and then we've got the RCD protecting these 5 circuits. So we've got cooker, sockets, shower, downflow heater, smoke alarms, fan, lights, etc. Looks like it was inspected in 2015. It's actually, that's amazing. It was due to be done yesterday. So that's quite funny. It's a TNCS system, so we know that because the earth is coming off the neutral block into the main earthing terminal here, which is not labelled, so that's something that we'll note down on the report. And then we've got the gas meter right below here, so we'll check to make sure that the gas is bonded, which it is. We've got a gas bond here, so that looks fine. And then there's another one that goes down in the corner here, which presumably goes to the water, so we'll have to check to make sure that the water is bonded too. Hi guys, so we interrupt this broadcast to give you a little update, because as you probably could guess from this video, I'm thinking about taking on an apprentice because my business is on fire at the moment. I've got so much work that I can't keep up. And so I'm not just thinking about taking on an apprentice, but I'm actually building a team right now, which is turning Artisan Electrics from basically a one-man band with a couple of subcontractors into a bigger business, a bigger thing. And in order to support that, Tradeify is really key, and they're our video sponsor for today. So massive thanks to Tradeify for sponsoring this video. One of the great things about Tradeify, which is a job management platform for tradesmen, including electricians, is that you can manage your team through Tradeify. So for example, at the moment I've got 4 guys working for me, and I'm job tracking and job scheduling for them all through Tradeify. So I basically over the weekend or the week before, I put in all the jobs into their schedule, into their kind of calendar, and then they can just get their mobile phone up, get the Tradeify app up, and just direct themselves straight to the job for that day. So it's really handy. And you can also track, using the Tradeify app, the locations of your workers. You can track the time that they've spent on each job. You can put notes in for the job so that they know exactly what they've got to do on the job, the contact details for the client, all that kind of stuff. So it's a really great, easy way to kind of scale your team. So if you are running a tradesman business like myself, check out Tradeify. There's a link in the description where you can get 50% off your first 3 months with Tradeify using my discount code. So inside here, we've got to find the main bond for the water, which it looks like it might be down here. So it might be under the sink. Maybe not again. So there is a little boxing in here. So it might be that it's behind there. We might need to take these screws off and see see if the main stopcock for the water is in there. So in the bathroom we've got a downflow heater which seems like it's on its own circuit, so we'll need to get the cover off that and check that. Looks like that fuse is probably for this fan, which does work. We've got an IP rated bathroom light, so that's good. Have we got a switch on the outside here somewhere? Oh no, pull switch here. Yeah. New smoke alarms, so that's good. There is sort of a walk-in cupboard here. The light switches look pretty old, so they're probably original from the 1970s. Light fittings look fairly old as well. In here it's just a bedroom with a couple of sockets and a light, so nothing really particularly interesting to see here. And then nice access here, and I've got my desk, so I'm going to get set up there on the iPad, and then I'm going to get Oscar to go around and start taking some covers off things. So in here we've got the kitchen, so we've got the cooker circuit, that's on its own circuit, so we need to check that. Boiler, a few double sockets and bits and pieces. There's a socket under here as well, which is for a washing machine, I believe, because you've got a switch there that says washing machine. So we can check all those sockets, and that's a funny little fan. See if it actually works, and it does. Yeah. Okay, and the light, do you want to try the light in here with a pull switch? Yeah, oh, I hate having fluorescent lights in kitchens, so old school. There is a loft as well, so we'll have a little peek up there and check, but this is sort of a bungalow style property. So we've got a tester for Oscar. This is my spare sort of tester for when my one goes off to calibration. It's a Q-Tech one, so I'm going to get Oscar set up using this. A few screwdrivers in there. So what we'll do is we'll turn the power all off, and then I will start doing some tests at the consumer unit, and I'll get you to start taking down some light fittings and things. Hey, be careful, you know that's live, don't you?
Pardon?
You do know that's live, don't you?
Not.
But how do you know it's not live?
You turned it off at the start.
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't. So let me teach you how to do safe isolation procedure, okay? Because you're right, it is dead, because I told you it's dead and you can trust me, but you should never trust anyone. If they say that it is dead, you should check it for yourself. So this is a voltage tester. This is called a proving unit, right?
Yeah.
So basically you use this to check that the test is working. Then you test to see if this is actually dead, and then you test your tester again to make sure that the test is working properly. So if you grab the camera, I'll show you how to do it, and then we'll swap over. So you test your tester on your proving unit like that. So that's reading the full voltage up to 690 volts, and then it ramps down through all the different voltages of the tester. So that's the test completed. Then you check on here, so you'll go between neutral to live, and it's got no voltage reading there. Then go neutral to earth, no voltage, live to earth, no voltage. But then maybe your tester is broken, so you want to check it again. So you check it again here. And the test is working fine. So now you know that it's safe to work on and it's dead. So there's the other thing which I'll show you, which is at the consumer unit. It should actually be locked off. So to actually make sure it stays off, you need to lock the circuit breaker that you're working on off with like a little padlock device. I've got some on the fan, so I'll show you how to do it in a minute, but that's what you're supposed to do, because otherwise you could be working there and I could come on and just turn it on, you know, and you could get electrocuted. So that's the final part of the safe isolation procedure that you need to do. So let's see if you've remembered. Okay, see if you can do it. There you go, you did it. Well done, safe isolation procedure. First and most important lesson of being an electrician, how to not get electrocuted. Between live and earth, neutral and earth, and live and neutral. Looks like you've done all the combinations, good. You forgot one thing.
The tester's not broken.
That's it, test your tester again. So Oscar's busy doing the R1 and R2 readings on the socket circuit. We've done the interconnection, cross connection between the ring, and he's just going around measuring all of the sockets. Is that one a bit high, Oscar?
Yeah, this one's 1.
Okay, yeah, 0.9. So it could be a little bit of a loose connection in the switch of the socket. Is the right hand one okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah, okay. So it's probably just they're getting a bit old, the sockets, and the resistance is a little bit high in them. Right, so we've got this one double socket here. We're doing the R1 RN test now, and we've got over 2000 ohms on this particular side of the socket, but on the left hand side of the socket we've got a good reading, isn't that right, Oscar?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, okay, so what I think is that it's a broken socket, so we'll have to just replace the socket face. So I'll get you to do your first socket replacement now. So we're all done. EICR, has it passed or failed?
Passed.
Yeah, everything was fairly good here, so that was good. And Oscar's done a good job. He's taken off all the covers, put them all back on again. He's been doing a lot of testing as well, and he's taken to it like a duck to water, so quite impressive really. And hopefully you've learned a few things. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we're pretty much done here. Just going to jump back in the van, and then maybe, because we might be home a little bit early, I might take Oscar for a little spin in my Tesla. So we got to go for a little spin, didn't we, Oscar?
Yeah,
what do you think?
It's so cool.
Fast?
Very.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. And this is what you could have if you become an electrician. Living the dream. No, it's been cool to have you with me though. Thanks
yeah,
for...
it's been great for having me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's been fun. You've been a good help. So hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
And in the meantime, we'll say goodbye to the audience. Give a thumbs up if you want Oscar to come back. If you want to see him again, hit a big thumbs up. Leave a comment to let me know what your thoughts about Oscar's future career as an electrician. Does he have it? Does he have what it takes to work for Artisan Electrics? And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.